This is a video by Richmond. Today we are working on the little blue bomber. My father's Tercel came in just last night and he says, "Rich, I got a noise, listen." And I don't have the key.
You had the key.
I left the key on the bench. Wait a minute. I got it. Let's listen to this thing. Oh yeah. All right, we're gonna get in there and check that out. Here's the problem. The back pipe where it mates to the cat. Look at that, rusted off. Now the rest of the pipe is in pretty decent shape. We just replaced this pipe, what, about a year ago or so? Well, seeing that my father doesn't have too much money, and I'm a good son, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to repair that. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Give him maybe about another year and a half on this pipe. So that's our job for today. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to mark our flange to our pipe. I'm going to take my little cutoff wheel, just make a little mark, so we make sure that we get the flange back into the correct configuration that it is now when we start cutting and welding a piece in there. Alright, we get our pipe off. Here it is. You can see it's cracked right here. I know a lot of people are going to say, "Geez, Rich, look at this. That flange is all rusted out. Why don't you just replace the thing?" Well, for one thing, it's $100 for this pipe. You know, it's got the resonator in it. See it over there? Damn friggin' resonator. They put that in there, and that raises the cost of it. And while I was underneath there, I noticed that we got a lot of rust where the suspension mount is. So I'm afraid this Tercel is only going to be around till probably next summer. And I think we're going to have to retire this car. So if we can stretch this pipe out till then, that would be a good plan. Now what we did here is we marked it, put a mark right here, and wrote down our dimension. We're 6 inches from that mark to this flange right here. We've got a little mark right here, and I put a little mark ground into the flange right there. So that will give us a base to make sure we put our flange back in the right place. So we're going to, look at this thing, it's just about fall off, so we ain't going to have any problem there. Next thing we need to do, measure that OD, see what we got. What do we got? We got 1.5 on our OD. Okay. So we need a inside diameter pipe to fit over this 1.5 inch diameter. Alright, so that's what we're going to do now. Find a piece of pipe. We got our flange off. We got it all dressed up. Here is our repair piece we're going to be using. What's the number on this? 41919. Now what this is a connector. This is a 1.5 inch ID connector. And you can see what they did right here is it's undersized right here in the middle. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut that off right there, right in the lowest part. And what that will do is that will slip right into the ID of that flange right there. And of course this part will slip over the other end of this pipe right here. So we're going to cut that now. Alright, now we got our pipe in the vise right here, the exhaust pipe that we're trying to salvage, because we're going to use that as a fixture to hold our piece that we got. So we can saw it off. I'm going to use the hand saw here. I got the Sawzall, but wow, pretty good. Looks pretty square. Alright, now here's the piece that we just cut off, and what we're going to do is that should just slip in there. Look at that. We'll weld that, and we'll be in business. Alright, I just trial fit this piece right here with the pipe underneath the car, and it fit perfect. So now what we're gonna do is we are going to weld this piece all the way around. That ain't gonna go nowhere.
Welded?
Yep, well, we got that piece. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to weld it to the pipe. Alright, now we'll slip our piece onto the pipe here. And we got that little mark right there on the flange, and then of course we got this mark right here. And so we know our dimension that we wrote down is 6 inches from that line to the flange. Okay, there it is. Okay, she looked good. Now we'll just finish up our welding. Alright, let's take a look. Wow, looks pretty good. I'll give you a closer look at it. Okay, that's what she looks like. I still don't do a lot of MIG welding, but I think I'm improving as I go along. You got to remember that anybody that saw the when I first used the MIG welder, I was using the flux rod. It makes a big difference when you're using gas. Your weld is so much better. But that's what she looks like. Now let's put it on the car. Alright, we got the back end of the pipe up, and we almost got this end in place. Son of a gun, it fits. All right, let's tighten her down. All right, let's try, see if we got it quiet.
Rev it. Nice and quiet.
Nice.
That's when you notice it. Didn't notice it when it was idle. Or when you step in the gas, that thing was...
She's quiet as a church mouse now, huh?
Yeah, nice and quiet.
All right. Hey, any of our friends out there in YouTube land, we're looking for a new Tercel. Say 91 to 94. If anybody has one, leave a comment. We really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, guys.